Good afternoon from Nibiru, Ireland, the 23rd of August 2017, and the time in Dublin here is 25 past 1. So I decided to give a little bit of an update. I hope you enjoyed the last video over in Torremolinos with John. Now, on that day, we couldn't actually get to interview him on the day that we wanted it because he was too busy with the restaurant. So I decided that I'd do it on the Eclipse day. I just wanted to see his perspective and try and let you hear of the old Ireland that he came from. And the difference, obviously, with the Spanish weather being beautiful all the time and even the little changes that's happening over there. But anyway, look, that's that bit out of the way. We're back in Dublin again, back to normal weather, 15 degrees today. The mad grey clouds again as usual, so nothing changed, obviously, while I was away on holidays. This eclipse, now, do you know something? I'm 46 years of age, and I must have watched every single video on YouTube. And being honest with you, for the amount of millions around the world that was recording it, especially in America, there's not that many videos on YouTube, if anybody's noticed. Yeah, not too many videos. I've even watched the NASA video. Okay, I watched that from start to finish, and I have to say, America, my God, and I have to say, the more I'm watching what's going on around the world, you've got North Korea that hate America. If they had their way, they'd wipe you all out. And being honest with you, I'm starting to understand why they want to wipe you all out. Because you are feeding human beings with so much shit, right? That I suppose after a while you start adapting to the shit, and then you think then that's the norm. So when somebody says something to you and come out like from NASA and say that's the way it is, everybody has to sort of say, oh yeah, well if they said so, that's the way it is. Now, firstly, I join the dots up all the time, okay? And I went in and I watched the videos, and then I went into Solar Scope, the app. Right, and I went back to that precise time when that eclipse happened and came across America. There's a couple of things that don't actually add up, right? Look how close. Now, look, it doesn't take a genius to do this. Anybody that has one of them things called a smartphone, yeah? It doesn't have to be brand new, okay? It could be an Apple iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't really matter. Once you can put the app on your phone called Solar Scope, if you don't want to do that, go into, if you have a thing called a computer, you know them things called computers. If you have one of them, go into Solar Scope and look exactly where the moon was at that precise time when it started coming across America. Okay, look how close the moon is to the Earth. Right, it's on the same track as it goes around the Earth. Okay, right, as that's revolving around. I've told you already in the videos that it's like it's on a track, okay? That was in exactly the same spot as it normally is every day of the week, right? Now, we didn't see it obviously in Ireland because we were in the wrong location. But for anybody that sees the moon at the best of times, and even John said it, he's seen 2 blood moons, full moons. He's never seen anything like it, he says. Okay, it's in the video, right? If you think I'm talking shit, okay, switch off and go somewhere else. Okay, but for all the YouTube people that watch the videos, okay, the people that are subscribed to the channel, right, the people that are open-minded, right, open your minds here for a minute, right, and work this one out, okay. That moon should have been much closer, right? It should have been much closer as it was coming over America. Watch the videos if you don't believe me. Watch the videos from NASA, from the airplane, right, with our, remember, they've got much more expensive equipment than me and you and a lot of other people out there, right? Don't tell me they didn't clean the windows of the plane before the plane takes off, right? So that they could see clearly. Watch all the smudges on the videos, yeah? And then watch how far the camera has zoomed out from the plane as it's trying to record the eclipse. You don't think they would have zoomed in? No. If you don't believe me, go into our website and watch the video. Right, watch the coverage of it. Listen to the commentators talking it up like it's the NBA, whatever, baseball, basketball final or something like that in America, or the Super Bowl. That's what it was like. The commentators that were coming on, the sound effects that were being used in the background, the one guy that was sort of doing all the shouting. Yeah, look, I thought we were on a roller coaster. I'm even going to add in sounds from POW, the people that are sitting at the front of a roller coaster. That's what they do. They travel around theme parks, getting on roller coasters, and they put it up on YouTube. Listen to the difference. These people that are looking at the eclipse, they make it sound like they're just about to go down like a 300-foot drop on a roller coaster or something like that. Now, come on, give us a break, will you, please? I watched the full eclipse here I must have been must have been about 10 years of age, 9 years of age. There was a full eclipse in Ireland, okay, in late 70s. I say 1980, in and around that time. Look, don't judge me on it, but it happened around that time. I remember all the neighbours, we took little sheets of paper and put pinholes. And I remember putting my eye, looking through the pinhole of the piece of paper. One eye closed. That's what we had. We didn't have any smartphones, or we didn't have nothing back then. We put a little pinhole in a piece of paper, close one eye and put the eye up and see it. Okay, some people were using the pinhole as a shadow, and you could see the eclipse on the wall of with shadows. Do you understand? Now, listen for a minute, boys and girls, right? Look at the trajectory, or whatever you want to call it, okay? I told you I'm not a scientist, I'm not an expert, right? But watch the way all of a sudden the eclipse happens. Now, we all know the size of the moon, boys and girls, okay? You know how big the moon is, right? We're not talking about this little star. This moon is on the same path around the earth every day of the week. Go into the solar scope and look at this if you don't believe me. Join up the dots, folks, and you'll see that moon should have been much closer, okay? Instead of that distance where it was, right? The American people should know this, okay? And watch how it passed, or should I say how it didn't actually pass. 1 minute, it starts getting dark, then it's an eclipse, and then there's no moon. Now, from where I'm standing, right, if that moon is going in front of the sun, right, that should be lit up, okay? The same way as it's lit up every night going across the sky. The side of that moon should have been lit up before it hit the eclipse, before it went in front of the sun. And when it went past the sun, it should have been lit up at the side. And I should be able to go in and watch the videos of all the craters at the side of the moon. No, folks. No, folks. Right, I want you to wake up, okay? Pinch yourselves, will you, and bleed and wake up. There was no craters. There was no moon. Right? Oh, yeah, there was a black object, all right. But was there a black object? Okay. Because as far as I'm concerned, that was the projection. Right? Something was projected in front of that sun. Right? But you know how many stupid people there is out there jumping up and down going, wow, woo, look, woo, everybody, woo. Is that bleeding backwards, mate? People that are watching this, snap over, will you? My God, the same people that were cheering when Neil Armstrong, took his 4 steps on the moon, right? While all the Russians were getting sick because they didn't make it there quick enough, right? I mean, let's be honest about it. People out there can call this all conspiracy theories. You can call it what you want, right? And I have to take my hat off to Scott and the professor on the Nibiru channel, right? That I don't follow all his videos, and 1 or 2 of them don't add up sometimes, but there's 1 or 2 of them that do add up. Do you understand? You know when someone says don't put your hand in the fire, you burn it. What happens when you put your hand in the fire? There's people tell you don't. But some people aren't happy until they try it to see what it's like. Now, we're trying to keep it basic. Do you understand? Kids, don't put your hand in the fire. Yeah? Don't put your hand in the fire. Right? Kids, look everybody. There's an eclipse. Oh, by the way, make sure you put the glasses on. Yeah, because the glasses will darken things down more again, by the way. Same way as when you go into a 3D cinema and put your 3D glasses on. You know, the red and green glasses? Yeah. The The glasses are for a reason. Right, take off the glasses and see how all messed up it is. You can't watch a 3D film without 3D glasses. Okay? So, you know, solar eclipse glasses might be just a new name for 3D, yeah? A little bit, what's the word? Thwarted, would be a word. A little bit, you know, look through a lump of glass. Yeah, prismed glass. Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. It doesn't add up. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Right, if you don't believe me, go in and watch the videos. Watch them over and over again. Right, watch. Right, the same way. Now, this is the funny thing. Right, watch the space images of it. Okay, watch the NASA footage. Watch how they keep on losing. They keep on switching from camera to camera. If you notice, there's black parts of the screen where they just seem to have lost the connection. Now, folks, they come out and tell us that Kepler Telescope found over 1,200 planets there. Not too long ago. Google it if you don't believe me. Yeah. Okay. They tell us that there's such and such a planet that's 1.2 light years away. Okay. And still, they lose connections on Earth trying to record a solar eclipse. Okay. And finally, if we keep on walking past something, we keep on walking, don't we? If we walk past something, keep on walking, we don't really stop. If we go from A to B and it's about a mile's walk and we don't stop, we keep on moving, don't we? Yeah. And how come the moon stopped for 1 minute 41 seconds to be precise, boys and girls? 1 minute 41 seconds. The moon just stops. Just stops. And then the diamond ring happens. Listen, boys and girls out there, listen today. You know, you might have swallowed that years ago when we didn't have the technology. Okay? But we do now. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.